much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to break. A fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever, that is something we all know. Fever isn't such a new thing, fever started long ago. God knows I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, she said, "Daddy, daddy, don't you dare! You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night." Now you listen to my story and the point that I have made. Cats are born to give chicks fever, be it Fahrenheit or centigrade. They give them a fever till you sizzle, fever till you live and learn. Fever, oh, I'm on fire. What a lovely way to burn. 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 Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to break. A fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever, that is something we all know. Fever isn't such a new thing, fever started long ago. God knows I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, she said, "Daddy, Daddy, don't you dare! You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night." Now you listen to my story. Hop the Bible to bring me sunshine.
Bring me sunshine
In your smile.
in your smile.
Make me happy.
Make me happy
All the while.
all the while.
In this world where we live, there should be more happiness. So much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Hello, good evening and welcome to Saturday night. Saturday night special. What's special? It's Saturday night and it's warm and very, very, very hot. And one is glowing. That's the weather forecast. Guess what? It's episode 145. We've done 145 of these. Some of them a couple of hours long, so 150 hours or something like that. Anyway, also want to welcome anyone watching from the Retro Fest online. Wish we could be there in real life, but this is real life as we know it, Jim. So, bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love. Yeah. All right then. How are we doing? Is it all working on all platforms? Firing on all cylinders? Is everyone doing it all right? Yeah. Cylinders? Is it all right? Is it jerking again? Is it because we're too high definition and the world's not ready for us yet?
No.
Oh, I thought maybe not. Periscope's going. I can see it. Periscope's up.
No, that's Twitch.
Oh, Twitch is up. No Periscope then.
Run out of devices.
Oh, but it's on somewhere. All right then. So like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share. Alex is still doing his like and share campaign. Whatever platform you're on, especially if it's on Facebook, just share, like the page, and share it to your page. Share it to your friend's page. Share it to the local jive, swing, rock and roll group. Chess, your local chess club. All right then. So you're not going to turn back the campaign. That's it. Was that? Did I put it succinctly enough? Yeah. All right then. It is warm in here, isn't it? Well, I can see the beginning. It's not a sunset, but I can see the beginning of the red coming down there. It's going to be quite beautiful. Yeah, Shepherd's Delight. Okay. So first off, we're going to start with a bit of Love Me or Leave Me. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Well, love me or leave me or let me be lonely. You won't believe me, but I love you only. Rather be lonely than happy with somebody else. You may find the nighttime the right time for kissing. Nighttime is my time for just reminiscing. Regretting instead of forgetting with somebody else. There will be no one unless that someone is you. I intend to be independently blue. Well, I want your love and I don't want to borrow. Have it today just to give it back tomorrow. Your love is my love, there's no love for nobody else. Ooh, baba zoot and bottom, but it's a baba zoot a bay zoo pow. Shiggity dick do dick 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 do dee do da baba do the bee. Shouldn't be do dwee do dwee do dwee dow. Shabba dabba do dee do dow. Shiddle-a-bop, doop-doop-bee-doop-ba-ba-doop-dee-da. Habba-da-bee-doo-dee-doo-dow, habba-da-bee-doo-dee-doo-dop. Shabba-doot-bee-bop. Shabba-doot-bee-ba-doot-ba-ba-doot. Shibba-dee-ba-doot-bee. Dwee-doot-dwee-doot-dwee-dow. Shabba-dee-dee-dee-doo-dow. Shidip, shidip, shidabba-doo-ba-doo-bop. Blow it, John. There will be no one less, that someone is you. I intend to be independently blue. Well, I want your love and I don't want to borrow. Have it today just to get back tomorrow. Your love is my love, there's no love for nobody else. Well, love me or leave me alone. Yeah. All right then. So, Mr. Tater, commentator Tater, who do we have watching? Who have we got watching other than people on the Retrofest? Welcome to anyone watching from Retrofest. But meanwhile, who have we got watching on the various platforms?
We have Jackie. Says, good evening, everyone. We've got Ian, says, howdy doody. That's Ian Hartley, Manchester. We've got Veronica, forecaster back on from North Carolina. We've got David from Ireland, Old Nick Esquire. We've got Irene from Pennsylvania Forest.
Remind me to say goodnight, Irene, at the end.
I will try and remember to remind you. We've got Kenneth. We've got Colin. Keep jumping about. Stop it. We've got Rose. She says, bonsoir too. Rose Ann in Paris, all packed to head off south tomorrow on holes. All plants watered in the sweltering heat at 6 p.m. It was 33 degrees. Wow.
Who says that?
Rose Ann Padua, Rebecca's aunt. Diane, Nikki, Jeff. Over on YouTube, we've got, which worked today, first time, managed to flush out the little gremlin that was stopping the scheduled streams from working. So that's one thing I fixed today. Frank, Charlie, Francois, Johnny from Pennsylvania. We've got Wayne. We've got Toz Info. We've got Rhoda. Hi, Rhoda. Rhoda messaged me yesterday and said she actually saw Cab Calloway in Porgy and Bess in London in 1953, I think she said. She also saw Paul Robeson in the late 40s in Showboat.
Wow.
Her mum and dad took her to the theatre a lot. Now that is a cast to see.
What was he like?
Very jealous.
Oh man, Paul Robeson had a voice way down there that filled the back of the room. And Cab Calloway in Porgy and Bess. Are we jealous? We are well gel. We are jealous. We saw Cab Calloway not long before he passed away, wasn't it? And but that was quite amazing because he put on a show, and then as we saw him drive off in the car, he was like, he was getting on at that point, and he had his daughter come on and do quite a lot of stuff to give him a rest in between.
Ken's got another Cab Calloway story.
Ken's got a Cab Calloway story. Yes, when we were playing. When we was playing at Dover Street Wine Bar in Dover Street in London, and
go on, tell the story quickly.
So I was on the phone with my girlfriend at the time, and
that was a phone box at the time.
Well, with the phone stuck on the wall. We've put money in, and I'm standing there on the phone, and we're waiting about an hour before we go onto a show in Dover Street, and he walks Cab Calloway with his manager, and I'm like, wow, what do I do? I've got to say hello to him. So I slammed the phone down on my girlfriend and introduced myself, and he was nice enough to give me a handshake and ask for the autograph and stuff. He was very pleasant. A bit shorter than me, in fact.
Wow. And wasn't he in town at that time filming that hula hoop commercial?
That's what I was saying, yeah. A hula. They got the hidey and took team to hula for the hula hoops commercial.
Eat, don't hula.
Yeah, exactly. Cab Calloway. Seriously, though, let us know what he was like, Rhoda. What was it like? I mean, I imagine him being one of the greatest performers to see.
Man, like when we played his stuff before, when it was his birthday, did we see? No, it wasn't his birthday. That's in December or something, in January. But yeah, he was the only person I can think of at that time who was he was in a Jolson movie, wasn't he? Yeah, like the Singing Kid. Yeah, so he was quite up there.
Ledge.
A ledge.
Just say a quick hello to the Twitchers, which is Michael, Frank, and Hilary Ramsey. So far. Yes.
T-shirt people.
That's right. Mrs. T-shirt.
Mrs. T-shirt. Mrs. T-shirt man. All right then. Cool. I still can't get over Cab Calloway and Porgy and Bess. What do you think of seeing him as well? Tain't necessarily so. The things that you're liable to read. No. What did he do that on? The South Bank show or something? We recorded something and it was him singing it later on. Doing it. Anyway.
We saw it. He did it in his set.
Did he? He did it in his set. But there was something, because we used to record everything that had anything good on TV back in those days. Didn't have YouTube, so we used to get everything, and then everything else we got was bootlegged copies from American video to English video. All right then. So what are we doing now? Oh, we're doing a little song what we wrote ourselves. Sort of well pre-Italian time, but it's I didn't say when Italian time is. Who knows? Pre-Italian time, but it's an Italian song about Italian love. It's called La Dolce Vita. Since I met you, I feel fine. I don't want to make you mine. I'll travel anywhere to see your face. Well, there's a feeling when we kiss. Well, there's nothing sweet as this. With you I feel at home in any place. La Dolce Vita, La Dolce Vita. I appreciate the little things you do. La Dolce Vita, La Dolce Vita. You make me see the world as if it's new. Well, there's espresso in your walk, pepperoni in your talk. Everything about you is Italy. Well, you would seem at home in Napoli or Rome. Tiramisu is what you do to me. La Dolce Vita, La Dolce Vita. I appreciate the little things you do. La Dolce Vita. There's nothing sweeter than the way you lift me up when I feel blue. La Dolce Vita, La Dolce Vita. I appreciate the little things you do. La Dolce Vita. There's nothing sweeter than the way you lift me up when I feel blue. La Dolce Vita, La Dolce Vita. The sweetest things in life in Italy. La Dolce Vita, La Dolce Vita. Well, baby, you're the sweetest thing to me. Well, baby, you're the sweetest thing to me. Well, baby, you're the sweetest thing to me. Grazie, grazie. Oh, we'll have to put the music video up for that one as well at some point. That's a really nice music video. Started filming it in Verona. in Verona, and it also includes another dream sequence which involves obviously La Dolce Vita is the title of a film, a Fellini film, and with Anita Ekberg in as the sort of American actress, Marilyn Monroe type character in it, in the Trevi Fountain in Rome, and so there's a little bit of a woo in there.
Swedish American actress.
Swedish American actress, yeah. Well, she's playing the American actress part. Okay, fantastique. Okay, so. Do we want to do that now? I think a little bit of a boogie challenge could be up for a boogie challenge.
Boogie challenge?
Yeah. Well, basically, it's amongst other birthdays today. It is Don Most's birthday.
Hey!
Don Most's birthday. I'll give you a clue. Beginning of a title of a TV show. All right.
Hell of a clue.
Hell of a clue. Some people might get it. It might bring back a pleasure moment. Yes.
So what's our tenuous connection to this TV show?
Well, the tenuous connection is the fact that, two are sort of singular yet twofold, like simple origami. Basically, a mutual friend of ours, Don Most has a mutual friend, which is Jim Meskimen, who is in a lot of our music videos. He is the newsreader in Bring Me Sunshine, and the chef in Nothing's Too Good for My Baby with Rebecca, which we played a little while ago. And the sort of connection is also because of Happy Days, right? Don Most was Ralph Mouth in Happy Days. Jim Meskimen, his mother, who's Marion, was Mrs. C in Happy Days. So that's, I guess, how they knew each other. She's also how he knows Ron Howard, as a side note. And we also met Don Most beginning of this year when we were in New York at a big showcase that was going on in New York City. And so we met him there, and he's actually, he was doing a showcase there. He's a good singer, very good singer, does a Frank Sinatra type swing stuff, Bobby Darin, Mac the Knife, that sort of thing. We even talked about doing something together before the lockdown happened.
And he was a very nice chap too.
Very nice chap too.
We did discuss the possibility of Summertime Swing at some point.
Yeah. Obviously, Summertime Swing didn't happen, only virtually, but something with him anyway. So yeah, Don Most, it's his birthday. Happy Days, tenuous connection, Happy Days, Boogie Challenge. Vince took us up on it. Here we go. The Professor and his Boogie Challenge for this evening is the Happy Days Boogie. Yes. Boogie Challenge met. The challenge was met. For those watching from the Retro Fest that have no idea what's going on, that's what this show's like. Sorry. No, but one of the things is...
Neither do we.
No, neither do we, really. We don't. And half the songs we do, we don't know, because we're on episode 145, and we run out of songs the first 2 weeks. We have requests list like this long, and we're basically doing 2 or 3, 4 songs a night, which we don't know at all, and you can tell. But it's good fun. And that one, but Vince is often boogie challenged.
We're bringing them on the journey with us as we learn the material.
You're living it with us. It's like a reality TV show, and as much as it's real and not a TV show. But Vince often gets a boogie challenge. If it's someone's birthday or there's some TV thing or something, he gets to have to do a boogie-woogie out of something.
Someone did ask for this a long time ago. I can't remember who it was.
Someone asked for it. Yeah, someone did ask for it. Yeah. So there you go. But we boogie challenged him just before the show, and there you go. He throws it together, and Bob, it's on Onkler.
Hopefully Don was watching.
Hopefully Don Most was watching. We did send him a happy birthday message. All right then. So what's everyone been up to then? It's really, really, really warm, isn't it?
It's
Have you all been at the beach?
It's actually Rebecca's daughter's first birthday. Rose has reminded us.
Oh wow, is Rebecca watching?
Not sure. Maybe they're having a party.
It's Rosie's number one. Rosie's first birthday. Rebecca's daughter's first birthday. Lovely. Happy birthday, Rose, if you're watching. Is it Rose, the kid?
Rose, yes. Rose, Auntie Rose. Yes.
They're both Rose.
They're both Rose.
Good. All right then. Grazia's standing there, silhouetted by the sunset behind her. Pretty going. I'll turn the camera around, but it won't work.
I'm just gonna do a little reminder on the like and share campaign.
Oh.
Just a few small pointers, which will help us and help you. If you share it to your wall, only share it to your wall once. Don't share it to your wall multiple times, because that may trigger some sort of spam warning with Facebook, and
you'll get an honourable block.
They'll get an honourable block, and then we might also get an honourable block. So we don't want that. If you're sharing it to individuals, if they're people that watch anyway, maybe leave them out because they're already watching. But you can share it to groups. But if you share it to groups, if they're relevant groups, that's better. Things to do with music, vintage style, rock and roll, swing, jazz, ukuleles.
Knitting.
No, not knitting.
Not knitting. Not
knitting. Not like
karate.
Cat Petters Weekly. Things like that. That helps, because if you share it to a group and the moderator complains about it, that then reflects bad on our channel, and then it stops us being able to share. So I love the enthusiasm. It's brilliant, but just those few pointers will really help us get the word out even more and not get blocked by Facebook. Thank you.
Exactly. Fantastic. But thank you very much, everyone, for sharing and liking. We're having the highest ever shares. People are sharing it like nobody's business. Well, they're sharing it like
their business.
Like something they like. Sharing it like hotcakes.
Do you share hotcakes, or do you just eat them once you've cooled them down?
Sharing it like portions of a business.
What?
Shares.
Oh.
Like stocks.
Very good.
Yeah.
That was...
Sharing it like
cake at a birthday party.
Yeah. Sharing like... No, I don't know. Anyway.
Chocolate, when Ian gets his chocolate out in the back of the van.
We're going to get chocolate out. All right, and sharing it like our love for Louis Prima, which is basically, we're going to do a Louis Prima song. This is for all the Italians in the audience. Buonasera, tutti. Buonasera. This is the second Italian song today. Buonasera, signorina, buonasera. It is time to say goodnight to Napoli. Though it's hard for us to whisper buonasera with that moon above the Mediterranean Sea. In the morning, signorina, we'll go walking where the mountains of the sun come into sight. I'm by the little jewelry shop, I'll stop and linger while I buy a wedding ring for your finger. In the meantime, let me tell you that I love you. Hey, buonasera, Signorina, kiss me goodnight. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me good. Hop the beep do bop the bop 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 zamba do bop do bop do. Buonasera, signorina, buonasera. It is time to say goodnight to Napoli. Though it's hard for us to whisper buonasera with that moon above the Mediterranean Sea. Ooh, in the morning, signorina, we'll go walking where the mountains of the sun come into sight. I'm by that little jewelry shop. We'll stop and linger here while I buy a wedding ring for your finger. In the meantime, let me tell you that I love you. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Shop will stop and linger while I buy a wedding ring for your finger. In the meantime, let me tell you that I love you. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Grazie, grazie. Buonasera. Oh, wow. Buonasera. It's Italian time. Ciao, grazie.
Buonasera Ian, buonasera a tutti. Oggi è sabato.
Saturday.
Yes, bravo. Sì. E siamo alla puntata 145. Sì, proprio così, 145. So, what are we celebrating today? We are celebrating in Taiwan is Father's Day. Yeah. And in Tanzania, it's a public holiday and it's Peasants' Day. I like that. I think it's cool. Peasants. Yeah, Peasants' Day. In Germany, in Bavaria, it's a local holiday and it's Peace Festival Day. And it is also International Cat Day today. It is also National Happiness Happens Day. It is also National Frozen Custard Day. It is also National Sneak Some Zucchini Into Your Neighbor's Porch Day. It is also National Dollar Day. It is also National Bowling Day. It is also National Garage Sale Day.
Sorry, hold on. Did you say sneak a zucchini onto your neighbour's porch day?
I did say that, Alex.
That's got to be the most esoteric one so far, I think.
Does anybody know? Anyone? Is it America? Is that one in America?
It is in America.
Anyone from America?
Well, over in Essex.
Tell us, please.
It'll be sneak a gougette onto your neighbour's porch.
Yeah, we're from Essex and North and London and East and all that. No, so, what is National Sneak a Zucchini into Your Neighbour's Porch Day?
National Sneak Some Zucchini Into Your Neighbor's Porch
Yeah.
Day.
Tell us what that's all about. Is it something to do with independence?
Or maybe it's they knew that I still have to give the zucchini zuppa recipe. So maybe that's in a... maybe I'll give that at the end. I'm not sure yet. Va bene. Okay, so I have something very educational today. An Italian story. Because, very soon we're going to be doing a Disney night. And tonight I've been asked by Tony in Washington, in Virginia, about possibly doing, as an idea to do the Pinocchio song. So I thought I would look into Pinocchio because I know it is Italian. I grew up with it, but I actually looked into it. So Pinocchio. So in Italian, first we call them Le avventure di Pinocchio, which means the adventures of Pinocchio. And Pinocchio is a burattino. Un burattino is a puppet. Okay? So it was written by the Italian author Carlo Collodi, who is from Tuscany. And this was part of a published serial of the stories like in a magazine for children, and it was called The Story of a Puppet. La storia di un burattino. Burattino again is a puppet, and which was published in the Giornale per Bambini, which is a magazine for children, and it started in 1881. And it was stopped after 4 months and 8 episodes at chapter 15. But by popular demand from readers, the episode were resumed on the 16th of February, 1882. So it stopped for a while and then it continued.
Just like Star Trek.
Yeah. So in February 1883, the story was published in a single book. And then it was, it spread and became known as simply Pinocchio. And Pinocchio means pino, which is the pine, the wood. Occhio, which means the eye. So it means wooden eye or pine eye. Yes. And basically the story is about, it's very metaphorical. Is that how you say it? And it's about, this Geppetto, who's a wood carver, who builds this puppet, and he wishes so strong to have a child because his wife died, and they never had children, so he wanted a child, so he makes this burattino, and then the fairy grants his wish. But Pinocchio, he's a mischievous child, and he has a lot of adventures. One thing that he doesn't know how to control is to tell lies. And so what happens when he tells lies, Ian?
His nose got longer.
See.
That's what happened to me, but I eventually stopped.
So in Italian, we say that, to children, and, when they've been mischievous, we say, il naso di Pinocchio è lungo.
The nose of Pinocchio is long.
Molto bene. Il naso di Pinocchio è lungo.
Il naso di Pinocchio è lungo.
Bravo. Okay, so there you go. I wanted to give you the story of Pinocchio. So now, do we have somebody that,
Yes, go on.
a song from John?
What's the full question?
The memorable song. Not most, one of your most memorable song, and why? Do you have one?
I have two.
Oh, pick one.
One. All right.
Yeah, I had about 4. So I think.
No, okay. So one song that's very memorable for me, because I was born in New Zealand, and I'm part Maori. My mum was Maori, and all my family on her side are Maori. So a song that always means a lot to me is a song called "Now Is the Hour," that was sung. I think Bing did it, and I think Vera Lynn did it. Various singers did it over the years. It's actually a Maori song, and it's got Maori words to it originally, and it's a song that the women used to sing to the men when they went to war. Yeah, before they, as they were getting on the ship.
It's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
I mean, the story.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll have to learn it.
Yeah, we'll have to learn that.
Yeah.
I'll have to learn how to sing it. It's a female song.
In Maori.
Yeah, you can sing it in Maori.
With-
I'll do it in English.
Great, fantastico, mi piace.
Sorry, just before you go, I do have an explanation of the zucchini.
Ah,
Tony says,
yes.
if you ever grow zucchini, courgettes, you always have more than you can possibly eat, so you leave them on the porch, ring the doorbell and run. It's a tradition.
Yeah, but what's the sneaky?
I
Where's
guess
the
it's just
sneaky
for fun.
thing?
You just leave them there and ring the doorbell and run. It's like a nice
So
anonymous present.
on the porch. So that's good. Don't try to put them
Well,
through the
I
letterbox.
guess
Don't
American.
try that. That's not very nice.
Don't think they'd fit.
Well,
Unless you've
scratch
got
them through.
an American letterbox, you've got those. You can
Yeah.
leave them in, but you
It's
have to leave
true.
them on
Not-
the
not-
porch. No, you have to leave them on the porch.
Yeah.
There's one there, look.
Zucchini day. Va bene, we're matching. I have my ukulele, you have your ukulele.
Ukuleles and pineapples.
That's right.
Oh, we should have had pineapple for dinner. We had melon. We had melon and mango. It sounds like Alex is either there's Vikings arriving or it's the.
Is my ship coming? I have to go back to Hawaii.
Now is the hour. Now is the hour. Grazie, grazie. La 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 la. No.
It's like the Oscars.
is the
It's like the Oscars when they start
hour.
playing your outro music before you finished your thank you speeches.
Yeah. Yes. All right then. So what we're going to do next is they're going through the birthdays. It's Benny Carter's birthday. Benny Carter, the famous saxophone player, saxophonist. And so we're going to feature Big John now on another song we've never done. Although I've always wanted to do this as a song, and I will one day, because I love Bing Crosby's version, which was an air shot, wasn't it? Which was basically like an air check, like a sound check for radio and to check the sound, check the. Oh, was it? Oh, okay. I read somewhere that it was that song wasn't actually on air for some reason when I put and on the album. Anyway, so he did a version of Blues My Naughty Sweetie, and so we're going to do a version of it. Benny Carter is known for it, and so Big John here now. We've no idea what it's going to sound like, but it's got to sound good. Oh, nice one, Big John. A lovely little jam. A lovely jamming little jam. A throbbing jam of Benny Carter's inspired Blues My Naughty Sweetie Gave to Me. Lovely.
Ian, two
I'd
people
say
on
that like someone on BBC Radio 2 or something. I just think, or John Petter's.
jazz
Or when
time.
they announce them, like, yeah. We'll have to have John on here, won't we?
That's a good idea.
Blues My Naughty Sweetie Gave to Me. First recorded in 1832 by people who had no feet.
Or recording equipment.
Recording equipment back then, yeah.
Two people want to know where you got your trousers from.
My trousers, well, I've got a shirt on like this, and they're asking where I got my black trousers from.
One person said they
Well-
liked your shirt, but two people have said,
Well, I'll
Rob,
tell you
both
why.
Rob
I
and
know
Wayne
why.
want to know where you got your trousers.
I know why they're asking.
Why?
They're asking because they are the finest cut of pegs that can be found on the streets of London, for it is Vivian of Holloway, from Vivian of Holloway shop in Holloway, on Holloway Road. Designed by Mr. Ken Smith. Sure, we're not meant to tell that, are we? So basically, we were on her for ages, because she's a friend of ours, to do men's clothes. And she now does do shirts and trousers, or pants if you're American. And these are, we used to call them pegs. Difficult to see the contours and the cut and the fine lines when it's dark, when they're black and it's a bit dark down there. But yeah, they're very nice, very well fitted and nice trousers. I've got quite a few of them now. So yeah, Vivian of Holloway. She might even, we can even throw from one of the competitions when she does another voucher. You might be able to win a pair. There you go. All right then. So are we doing?
No,
We're not.
we're not.
We're not doing.
I didn't have. I was trying to sort out some technical issues, which I'm still trying to sort out.
Yeah.
So I didn't get time to
Hopefully
do
it's
the
not
wheel.
too bad.
It's not too
All right.
bad.
But I think we should do a competition time question.
I sorted out one technical issue. The YouTube worked first time. Nobody was
Yes.
left confused where to find us on YouTube today. That was good.
All good.
Yes.
All good. All right. First of all, asking a question, I ask you, what are you doing? But not just a what are you doing. How's it going? Because it's so sunny. It's so warm. And like I said, I'm of the age where it was either, if you're talking about cold, it's Celsius. If you're talking about hot, it's Fahrenheit. So how hot is it in the Fahrenheit? It must be in the 80s or 90s, isn't it? Must be.
100 watt. Oh,
Yeah.
because it's hot.
Must
It's
be.
Fahrenheit, as we established.
If it's hot, it's Fahrenheit. If it's cold, it's Celsius, because it's freezing.
Easy to
Because it's
remember.
obvious, it makes sense. But back in the day, a heat wave was in the 80s or 90s. All right, so yeah, what have you been doing
As
during
in-
this heat wave? Let us know. For us, we haven't that. It's quite busy, and also we're doing this. We haven't got much time really to go out sunbathing. It's not really a sunbathing sort of person anyway. But some of you may be sunbathing. But it's actually so warm. It's one of those days when it's so hot, the sun sort of gets in and sort of tans you a bit,
Even inside.
even inside, doesn't it? All right then. So let's know. And I think we should work out a little competition question. Let's see if we can do something.
Oh, God.
Well, no, because then we can do the sheet of destiny as well.
Can't
Oh.
have the new answer system.
What if, to make them feel better, you do an old answer system for one?
Just, I'd rather not.
All right. That's a pity. All right then. We don't have a competition time tonight, but there will be one tomorrow. We might throw in a question anyway for no prize. All right. So, yeah. What's the problem, Pete? Okay, I know that. We're going off. It's still good to have a competition, but we won't. So what we're going to do now is, we've moved. Another birthday today is Lucky Melinda or Lucky Millender, depending on how you not milliner or Milner, but Melinda. How do you say it?
Melinda.
Melinda, yeah. I've heard it said Melinda as well. Lucky Melinda's birthday today, the band leader, with whom many people sung for, one of them being Wynoni Harris. And we're going to do two songs inspired by Lucky Melinda, and actually Wynoni Harris songs. And first one is Teardrops from My Eyes. Every time it rains, I think of you. 'Cause that's the time I feel so blue. Well, the rain starts a falling, my love comes tumbling down, and it's raining teardrops from my eyes. Well, if you see clouds here in my eyes, it's just because you say goodbye. Although the sun is shining, there's no more summer skies. Still it's raining teardrops from my eyes. Remember the night you told me our love would always be. I wouldn't be blue and lonely. Well, if you come back to me, every single cloud would disappear. Wear a smile if you were here. So baby, won't you hurry? Because I love you so, and it's raining teardrops from my eyes. Hey. Remember the night you told me our love would always be. I wouldn't be blue and lonely if you came back to me. Every single cloud would disappear. I'd wear a smile if you were near. So baby, won't you hurry? Because I need you so. And it's raining teardrops from my eyes. There you go. We haven't done it like that with me, you see. It was normally sung by one of the girlies. So there you go. Teardrops from my eyes, Lucky Melinda. And now we're going to do the inevitable. Was it one of his first recording? So this is Wine Annie Harris's first recording, and it was with Lucky Melinda, and it's Who Threw the Whiskey in the Well. It was early Sunday morning, and the church was crowded full. Old Elder Brown was raving, he was angry as a bull. The congregation sensed it, and they knew just what he meant when he said, my text today is you sinners must repent. Well, who threw the whiskey in the well? In the well! Well, who threw the whiskey in the well? In the well! 'Cause Deacon Jones knelt down to pray. All he said was, hey, hey. So who threw the whiskey in the well? Everybody! So who threw the whiskey in the well? In the well! So who threw the whiskey in the well? In the well! He's feeling mighty fine. He's as high as a Georgia pine. So who threw the whiskey in the well? Yeah! Blow that Barry, boy! your dippers out of that well. Oh, we'll all wind up in. Who threw the whiskey in the well? One more time. I said, who threw the whiskey in the well? In the well. Who threw the whiskey in the well? In the well. Keep your dippers out of that well. Oh, we'll all wind up in. So who threw the whiskey in the well? So who threw that whiskey in the well? So who threw the whiskey in the well? Yeah.
Oh,
Who threw the whiskey in the well?
we forgot to mention JiveStream now available as a podcast.
Oh, yes. Explain. Explain what you're saying to the people.
So some people were saying that they missed the live shows because they were driving home or driving somewhere and they were trying to stream it on YouTube while they were driving, which is a little dangerous. So
Just a little.
just a little. Well, potentially. So what I've done is we actually had a podcast, which we did about 5 episodes of before the lockdown.
Which were brilliant.
And then we couldn't get out anymore to interview anyone. So they're still up. It's called Jivecast. If you search Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts or Stitcher or anywhere you get podcasts, Spotify podcasts, you should find it. Or it's on our website, jiveaces.com/Jivecast. And I've put the last 4 episodes. I will try to get each episode up the same night, but don't hold me to that because sometimes I get busy after the show. But they will be up there eventually. So you can just download the audio of each episode of JiveStream and listen at your pleasure. No streaming necessary.
Basically, it's a bit like Jive Radio.
Yes. Yes, indeed. A bit like that.
It's a bit like, because a couple of people asked we should have a radio, do it through radio as well. Maybe we can do that as well, but this is as close as we're going to get at the moment. So JiveStream on podcast.
And the previous episodes are quite fun to listen to as well if you want to know a little bit about the history of the band.
Yes. There's an interview with me about the history of the band, an interview with Ken about the history of the band and music that influenced you or something, and us or something. And then we interviewed Glenn Zattola, 2 episodes because he talks so much. No, because he's got so much to say. Glenn Zattola, you should know him. He was a trumpet player with Benny Goodman's band, but he was very young. He was like a teenager, and he basically was, what was that, in the 60s or 70s? 72. Anyway, and he played with everybody. Can play saxophone and trumpet phenomenally. Brilliant. And he's old school and he knows all the people, and to talk to him, you could just literally, I'd say you could talk to him for hours. We did. We sat in a diner.
That's why it took 3
talked
episodes.
to him for hours before we even thought about doing a podcast with him.
Yes.
Then we said, this is really good, we should do a podcast. And we interviewed him and it still went on for ages. So,
Cab Calloway.
brilliant.
He played with Cab Calloway as well.
Played with Cab Calloway.
Lionel
There you go,
Hampton.
Rhoda. Listen to the Glenn Zattola interviews. The Glenn Zattola tapes. That's the people used to call things. All right, and now, before we end off, we're going to end off with a song now, which is completely another jam. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope the people from the Retro Fest understood what's going on and enjoyed it. We've done a lot of new songs, well, nearly all new songs, improvised. This is also a bit of a jam. Someone we've liked for a long while, but also it's his birthday as well today, and that's Webb Pierce. Webb Pierce, the country hillbilly singer, and he had a couple of big hits, what we know. And I won't get into the whole story here, but we actually ended up having tea at his house. He's not there any longer, but we happen to know the people that live there in Nashville when we first went to Nashville 2 years ago, and ended up going around the house where he has a swimming pool, at the famous guitar-shaped swimming pool of Webb Pierce's house. And if you remind us, we'll tell you that story either in a podcast or on another episode when we're not running out of time. So there you go. Webb Pierce's birthday today. Happy birthday, Webb Pierce. This is Teenage Boogie. Shall I start it off? Well, a teenage boogie on a Saturday night. Teenage boogie. Teenage boogie. Ho, ho. High school boogie. Hey, hey. Teenage boogie. Ho, ho, teenage boogie. It's a teenage boogie on a Saturday night. Saturday night about 8 o'clock. This whole place starts to reel and rock. Everybody gathers from miles around to hear them sing as they shuffle on down. The teenage boogie. Well, a teenage boogie on a Saturday night. Teenage boogie.
Hey, hey,
Teenage boogie.
ho, ho,
High school boogie.
hey, hey,
Hillbilly boogie.
ho, ho,
Teenage boogie.
teenage boogie.
Well, a teenage boogie on a Saturday night. Play some Merrill Moore for us. Well, the ramble and the jamble till broad daylight. They're singing, they jive, and everything's alright. A teenage boogie on a Saturday night. High school boogie makes everything right. Teenage boogie. It's a teenage boogie on a Saturday night. Johnny Boy. Well, the ramble and the jamble till broad daylight. They're singing, they jive, and everything's alright. Teenage boogie on a Saturday night. High school boogie makes everything right. Teenage boogie. It's a teenage boogie on a Saturday night. Well, a teenage boogie. Teenage boogie.
Ho, ho,
High school boogie.
hey, hey,
Hillbilly boogie.
ho, ho,
Well, a teenage boogie.
teenage boogie.
It's a teenage boogie on a Saturday night. Well, there you go, teenage boogie on a Saturday night. And it is a Saturday night, and we're all teenagers at heart. Are we not? Yeah, thank you very much. Webb Pierce, happy birthday, Webb Pierce, Lucky Millinder, Don Most, and everybody else whose birthday it is. Meanwhile, we'll be back tomorrow, which I believe is a Sunday, this being a Saturday, for all sorts of special Sunday. Have a lovely, lovely hot day tomorrow if you're in England and anywhere else that it's warm. And if you're in California and Florida where it's warm all the time anyway, you know what it's like. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again. Yes, I know we'll meet again. Bye bye. Ta-ta. Toodle pip. Cheerio.
Cheerio,
TTFN.
TTFN,
Tally ho.
tally-ho,
See you later.
see you later,
So long.
so long.
Well, I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Thank you very much. Hope you all enjoyed it. Have a lovely day tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow evening about 8:33. When marimba rhythm starts to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs your shore. Hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower petal in the breeze, bend with ease, sway with me. When you dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. The dancers may be on the floor, there but my eyes will see only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now.
Swimming smooth, swimming now. Make me thrill as only you